Playing against the number 19 in the world at a challenger tournament is certainly not the norm, but it can happen. Where? And can success be planned? Apparently yes. Find out more in this video. Wonderful beaches. Tennis on grass court. Practice sessions on hard court with Mohamed Safwat and myself, among others. A great opportunity for young people aged 12 to 18 to take part in our summer camp in Soma Bay near Hurghada in July and August. For more information, please write in the comments below. Prostějov in the Czech Republic will probably not be familiar to many. With 43,000 inhabitants, this small town is certainly not the hub of the world. Prostějov is also not really close to a larger city, so you probably need a reason to come here. A challenger tournament was the reason for Yuri Rodionov and me to travel to Prostějov. This tournament in the second week of the French Open has a long tradition and is always attended by strong players. We are only 2 hours away from Vienna by car, and most of the players travel to this tournament via Vienna airport and are also picked up from there. There was even a home tournament for a very well-known player this week. Jakub Menšik, the number 19 in the world, was taking part, and he lives in Prostějov. In general, many well-known Czech tennis players have trained here. Berdych, Vesely, Kopriva, as well as Kvitova, Chetkovska, Krejcikova and Pliskova were often seen here. With the vision of creating a good practice facility and training the young players well, an idea was turned into reality here, and the successes speak for themselves. An example that success can also be planned if the financial resources are there and the quality of the training is guaranteed. The tournament was played on clay, but there are also outdoor hard courts. Perhaps this is where Menšik laid the foundation for his victory in Miami. In any case, things did not go well for Menšik on clay at this tournament. He was defeated by Sachko in 3 sets in the first round. This shows once again that the quality at challenger level can certainly keep up with the best in the world. The weather was very unreliable at the beginning of the week. Sunshine and rain showers alternated, which naturally had an impact on the playing conditions. The wet court was then muddy and the balls were correspondingly heavy. With a dry court and the humid temperatures, the game became very fast. Once again, the players had to adapt. Yuri Rodionov made a good impression at this tournament from the very first training session. With a good week of practice in Vienna and the good matches in Paris, you could see that he has regained confidence in his game. Above all, he now has a clear picture of what he wants to do on the court and has also realized that he can do it, which is of course very important and creates tranquility. In the first round, Yuri played against Shu from Chinese Taipei. It was a good, solid match from Yuri. His opponent didn't have a break point during the match, and Yuri won 6-4 and 6-4. In the second round, Yuri faced his compatriot Neumeier. Yuri was also able to win this match in 2 sets, and once again Yuri showed hardly any weaknesses in this encounter. In the quarterfinals, the Taiwanese Zheng was very strong and defeated Yuri in 2 sets. From the end of the first set on, Yuri got into the game better, but made unnecessary mistakes at crucial moments. Nevertheless, another good week for Yuri. The direction is right. Now it's important to continue on his path. And perhaps now my opinion on whether success can be planned. It is certainly difficult to plan individually for a few players because there are simply too many risk factors. On a larger scale, however, with the necessary resources and a sufficient time horizon, the chances of achieving success are very high. How you define success is of course also crucial. Reaching the top 10 in men's or women's tennis requires more than a good plan, but producing a group of players from which one can then maybe make the step to the top of the world is, I think, plannable. A brief look back at Bosnia and how Sebastian Sorga performed last week. A defeat in the second round made for a relatively short tournament week, and the realization that there are still too many situations in which Sebastian doesn't stick to his game plan and therefore leaves too many chances unused. This week, Sebastian played another future in Austria. The second round was the end of the line there too. Slava Bielinski had a week of practice in Vienna and a little rest, which was also necessary. With the Polish Jascha Szajruch, we had a guest this week who trained well with us. He also played doubles with Slava in the last weeks, and the two get on well. Thanks again for your interest and see you in the next video.